When we say outdoors, we mean it. If you can do it outside, we want to cover it. Disc golf is a growing sport, and like many sports in the outdoors, it grew a lot during COVID. Now, the city of Russellville has a couple of really nice disc golf courses, and they recently held a national tournament that brought in professional and amateur disc golfers. That's right, professional. You can actually make money doing this. First off, it's not a frisbee, it's called a disc, and this sport is growing. The Professional Disc Golf Association started in 1976, but it took over 40 years to hit 100,000 members. But in the last 2 years, membership has doubled to over 200,000. There were over 2 million rounds of disc golf played in 2020. And with over 9,000 courses in the country, there are plenty of places to play, including Russellville, Arkansas, which hosted an event which paid out over $16,000 to the pros who came from all over the country. The top 10 included Colorado, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Michigan, and Utah. The winner took home over $2,200. All right, I got Justin here with us, the tournament director here, and this has been a fabulous event, blessed with some really good weather except for wind.
Yes, sir, that's right. Yep. You can't complain, though. It beats the cold and rain, so we're happy.
The growth in the sport here in the state has been immense.
Absolutely.
And so that has really capitalized. But I'm guessing, did COVID hit the disc golf like it hit everybody else? Everybody wanted to go outside.
I think so. I've talked to people this weekend that I said, hey, how long you been in disc golf? They're like, well, I got introduced, when I was such and such age, but when COVID hit, that's when we started playing it. And I think so. I think people, we were all got bottled up, and we needed to be outside. We needed to be some fresh air. Disc golf's a great option, right? You've got space between everybody. There's it's great. So I think we did see a rise for sure. A lot of new players perked up in the last 2 years for sure.
We followed some of the players on the amateur side of the competition who just love being outside. Players are not limited by the number of discs they can carry, and each disc can have different specialties. Now, for the novice, do they have different discs for windy conditions?
Yes, sir. So it's just like, in ball golf, you call it ball golf, but you've got all your different drivers, and you got your irons, and you got there's something for everything. Sand wedges. Well, it's the same in disc golf. Those discs there are 1,000 different varieties, and every player learns to what he likes. And you got your disc you like when it's raining, disc you like when it's windy, if it's a tailwind, if it's a headwind. And then there's different releases that you're going to do for certain situations, and so there are so many variables.
While on the course, the players enter their scores after each hole, which allows for a real-time leaderboard throughout the day.
That was a forehand flick. And so with a right-handed forehand flick, you get a right fade on the disc. With a backhand, typically you get a left-hand fade.
Okay.
So it all depends on the variation of flight.
All right, and battling through some tough winds out at Old Post to pull out the victory, taking home $605 and a sweet trophy. So all your pro players get paid in cash. Your amateur players get the equivalent of cash in merchandise. So if they won $100, well, they don't get cash, but they do get $100 worth of plastic, or maybe some hats, or some disc golf shirts, or some other disc golf merchandise. And so that's a fun thing we've kind of set up to give them a wide variety of things, so they have many options to choose from. It's a lot of fun.
We will dive into disc golf a little more in a future episode. Now, we aren't the only ones. This sport is growing so much that around the world they are building 5 new courses every day. When Arkansas's Great Outdoors returns, we'll head out to Lake Maumelle and a called shot. Now, it may not be quite as dramatic as Babe Ruth's called shot in the 1932 World Series, but it was pretty cool. Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by H2O Marine, and by Archer's Advantage.